So let me go ahead and say this disclaimer now. I am not the best DPS, and I'll of course repeat myself as we go into the DPS aspect. I am not the best DPS. I don't clip. If I clip, I just clip by accident, and I just move along and just go with my day. I am not a clipper. If you guys are asking me in chat why I'm not clipping, it's because I just don't clip. It's just not part of my routine, and I really don't care. If it's yours, great. It's not mine. I just don't do it because I don't really need to. Like, oh, what does this clip with this? It's like, I don't care. I also like the animations a lot, so I don't really want to skip over animations a lot. I am a tank. I love tanking. I also love healing and controlling, but my best place is I love the tank. I like to be in the forward. So I have a whole bunch of stuff to talk about with tanking. The DPS side will probably... I found a loadout that I'm okay with, but we're also going to talk about the different... I haven't figured out the other power interaction one. That's with days. I think there's more to it, but I don't know that much about it. So I found a loadout, and I'm going to talk about the powers and why I chose them, and talk about the strategy behind the rotation for DPS, okay? If you guys have questions in chat, please type them up. If I don't get to it right away, I do apologize. I'll try to pay attention to chat as much as possible to answer any questions that I can. Oh, there's one. Test server. The test server gives me a box, the test server CR box of CR 137 gear. So I just put the gear on, and I'm CR 137. This is just for testing purposes. So everything you see here is on PC Test. So if you guys want to join PC Test as well, it's available for all players. You just have to have a PC that works, and you in chat just type in !PC Test, and you'll get all the information. It'll give you the links to go to the forums to download the PC Test server. So, we are here in the Watchtower. I am looking at the wrong sparring target, but I'm looking at a sparring target. It's not bullcrap because it's what we have to do. We on PC Test, we're here to test the stuff. We shouldn't have to go out and play content to get the gear. This isn't live server. I don't want to go through that headache. This is PC Test. We're here to test the content. They give us these boxes to test the different CRs, and we go from there. It works pretty well. Alright, so for the DPS side, like I said, there's two types of advanced mechanics for Atomic. One is just the simple 1, 2, 3, 4 combo that we all know and love, and I believe the other one is a power interaction with Dazed, which some powers are, of course, do extra damage if the target is dazed, some don't. But I'm going to focus more on this video for the combos, using the Atomic combos, basically what we've seen 1, 2, 3, 4 style advanced mechanic. Let me go into the powers real fast, so I can talk about what the damage roll does. So in the damage roll, the Quark Gluon Aura causes a portion of the power spent on Atomic combos to return over time. So for damage for DPS players, you have to have the Aura on in order to get your power back. The Aura just has to be on. Using your Atomic combos does refresh the Aura, and I also have the quick way to get the Aura, and I also have the long way of getting the Aura. Either way, I'm going to get it. So, also remember that this is a power back regeneration. It's not an instant. The power instant is not there anymore. Yeah, the Packers and Panthers. I'm actually shocked the Panthers are undefeated right now. So, good job, Panthers. So, again, I really should have gotten a drink first. I'm really shocked my throat's drying out so fast. This is why I need like a gopher. I need a gopher with me at all times. So, let's talk about my spec. For radioactive, in the radioactive tree, I basically got the points so I could get Atom Powered Assault. I got the Atom Powered Assault because, one, it's your attack buff. You know, you can't say no to an attack buff. Attack buffs are nice. This is also the quick way, the cheat way. No, I don't want to say cheat way. This is the shortcut. There you go. Better word. The Atom Powered Assault, the APA, is your shortcut to get your aura. You basically need to have one nuclear pressure and at least 2 molecule charges. To get the pressure and the charges, you have to use an atomic combo. The atomic combos will, once you activate the combo, like Beta Surge here, Beta Surge, you hit it, you gain nuclear pressure. When you use the atomic combo by tapping range twice, because there's two, you do the move, you do the power, and then you'll have two combos. You'll tap range and then tap range, and that's going to be your two molecule charges. So when you do your combos, every time you do a combo fully, you hit the power, pressure, you'll get nuclear pressure. You do the two combos after, and you'll get the two molecule charges. That's what you need to do the shortcut in APA. Okay? That's all it is. One simple combo, one full duration of the combo, and you use ion pressure, you get your aura. The other way to get the aura is to, let me just make sure to scroll down here. The other way is to use the power, do the full duration with the combos. You have to do that 3 times. Now, you can do it with certain of the atomic combos to just spam it back to back to back, and it'll activate. Or you just have either 2 powers, and you just go one power A, power B, power A, and just go back to back to back like that, switch it up. Or have three combos in there, and you just do power A, power B, and then you power C, and then power C will activate the aura when you do the full duration of the combo. So that's the long way. APA is the short way. Okay, that's the short way. And again, you really want the aura as fast as possible, because why? Because you need power return. That's exactly where it's going to come from. Now, after you do the power, you get your aura, you can do atomic combos continuously to keep the aura going. Now, at the same time, remember when I say continuously, that's as long as you don't get interrupted, you don't get countered or anything, okay? If you do, then the duration will just continue on, but you'll have to refresh the whole entire rotation again. Now, that is what I have seen my buddy Cypher use atomic in DPS role, and he got countered, and I'm also going to test that theory as well in actual combat. Oh, there should be a place that I should be at that level. So, so I got APA, that's a staple for DPS, and then I also got Geiger Beam. I got Geiger Beam because, one, it's your, like, 50, damage does an extra 50% damage with your combos, okay? I mean, look at there. You can't, until they hit counter resets, I can't say no to that. No way. But Geiger Beam is also your 35% health execute move, alright? So, here in the power interactions, if you look in the wording there, it says, if you have 3 nuclear pressure stacks and no molecule charges, the blast is amplified, okay? What that means is that you have to have 3 nuclear pressures. That means that you have to use 3 combos, your 3 powers, and no combos, alright? So you basically have to use Beta Surge, Neutron Bomb, and there's like Thermal Chemical Explosion without using the actual combos. And this is what it means, and I'll show you, because I have it. So, let me actually go to my loadout. So, my loadout right now that I'm going to be working with is Thermal Chemical Explosion, because this is also my melee DPS build that I'm working with. I also have Neutron Bomb, Beta Surge, APA, Geiger Blast, and Geiger Beam. The reason I have both of them is because Geiger Blast is kind of like a one-shot, where Geiger Beam is the vulnerable to interrupt. It's a channel ability. It does 2 ticks, but it's my execute. I can't say it's my execute. You don't really need to have both if you don't want to, but I feel that with the damage potential with Geiger Blast and Geiger Beam, both of them requiring the 3 nuclear pressures, you really want the extra damage. So let's look at the rotation and see how it goes. First rotation I'm going to do is to show you the 3 nuclear pressure stacks, and then we're going to use Geiger Blast and Geiger Beam. Let me just show you what those Geiger Blasts do by itself, right? So Geiger Blast first, 2,000, okay? Geiger Beam, 3,700, then 18,000. All right, that means it's also an execute because the target is so low of health, which I'm really shocked that this actually hasn't resolved itself yet. But that's a good thing, because now I can use my execute all the time. So those are the abilities by itself. I mean, damage wasn't too bad, I guess, but let's actually do it with the nuclear pressures. Now again, the nuclear pressure is just doing the ability, don't do the combos. So we're going to use Thermal, Beta, there, and then Geiger Blast. 36k. I'll even do it again. 36k. That's, again, you're using your three combo powers to get your 3 nuclear pressures without and you don't need the molecule charges again. The only way to get the molecule charges is if you do the combos, either tapping melee or tapping range. Just do your 3 powers, Geiger Blast, boom, it's done. Let's look at Geiger Beam with the execute even. Oh, and now it wants to refill. Thank you. I did record it, or I did notice it when I was doing it before. I did crit like 37k, or 67k. I did crit that. So let's do the nuclear pressures again with Geiger Beam. Now that his health is back up. 24, 64,000. 64,000 crit. So, in Geiger Beam is, again, a 2-tick, okay? It's 2 ticks. The first tick is, the first tick can crit for 22, and then the last one is going to be a bigger hit. So, so that's with Geiger Beam and Geiger Blast. Again, as DPS players, you guys may recommend having both of those abilities in, but it's up to you. I'm not really a strong DPS player, and I may play around with, like, if I take Geiger Blast out. I want Geiger Beam because, for God's sakes, again, it's 35. It's my execute. I can't go without my execute. It's really nice. So let's look at the shortcut. All right. Again, let's look at the shortcut. So in my loadout, I have APA, which is my attack buff. The attack buff is, let me actually say this as well. Geiger Blast and Geiger Beam will not crit. Will not get the full amplified damage to enemies if the aura is on. And, I mean, again, I'll show you guys. You guys saw the damage. Now let me go do the shortcut to get into the aura, and we're going to use Geiger Blast again. So, the shortcut for the aura is you need 1 nuclear pressure and 2 molecule charges. Again, you get those by doing the combo power and then the 2 combos after. So with thermochemical explosion, there's the power, combo, APA. There's my aura, Geiger Blast. That's it. It's not anything. It's lacking because you have the aura on. And that may be a bug, I don't know. But in order to get the full potential of Geiger Blast and Geiger Beam, you cannot have that aura on. So, and again, the only way to really keep the aura on is if you have to keep doing the combo power and the 2 combos after. Because you have to keep refreshing the molecule charges. So, let me go back into the short way so I can show you guys again. For thermochemical explosion, we're going to use the power, 2 combos, and APA to get to aura. Power, combo, aura. And there it is. And you have to have the aura on while you're doing your atomic combos to keep the power regen going. So I'm just going to let it disappear. There it goes. Now, I also am not keeping time on how long the auras last. That's probably for a better overview when I learn more about the DPS side. I mean, I'm sure it probably lasts the same size as tank as well. So, let me go through my entire rotation on how it goes. So, with my rotation, it could really be either or. It could be, I could get my aura and just do my 3 combos and just keep the ball rolling. But I also have to remember that I need the aura gone in order for me to do my Geiger Blast. So I could just do Geiger Blast in my rotation, and then in Geiger Blast and Geiger Beam will get rid of all your charges, all your nuclear pressures. It will basically make you start fresh. So once you use one of the Geiger abilities, you can then work towards another line of rotation. So let's just do atomic combos, okay? Let me show you all 3 combos, and then the aura will pop. This is the long version, okay? So power, combo, power, combo, combo, power, combo, and aura. And there it is. Now, of course, it's really hard to determine what power I'm getting back because you see the sparring targets being so generous to me. So, when that aura is going, you have to keep going on with your atomic combos to keep the aura always there. Now, again, this is just on a sparring target. That's not actual field work. It's not showing you what it's going to be like in the field, getting countered, and all that stuff. So, any questions about what's going on so far? Let's do it that. Because, again, I can just go my powers and just do my combos. Get my aura. Let's do some combos a little bit more. And Geiger Blast. And Geiger Blast is still going to do the same thing until I build up my nuclear pressures. Geiger Blast. Let's build up nuclear pressures again. And here comes Geiger Beam. So there you go. Hal Jordan, this is my my melee-centric loadout because I'm shield. I'm keeping this as my... I'm playing around with it, really. I'm not going to call this a true melee loadout because I'm missing another ability that is melee. But just on how I had to spec myself, it was rough because let me go back into my powers. Because this is my radioactive tree. I came down so I could get Geiger Beam and get APA. Those are the two that I really wanted for my DPS spec. And I also got Beta Surge and Neutron Bomb, but those are ranged combos. Those are ranged combos. Nuclear has my 2 melee, which my 2 melee atomic combos are Thermochemical Explosion and Atom Splitter. As you see, Atom Splitter is all the way down here. Thermochemical Explosion is up here. So I have at least 1 melee, but that's it. In order for me to get the Atom Splitter, I would either... Actually, you know, I probably could have gotten it. No? Yeah, I could have gotten it. I'm a dumbass. I got Neutrino Blast because I wanted that group breakout. And it's another shortcut as well, but more for the tanks. So that's a my bad. I was stupid. So I could have gotten Atom Splitter to truly have my 2 melee atomic combos, but even still, I would have to have a 3rd atomic combo in which one of those would have been ranged. But learning lesson. What are you gonna do? But either way, but with me DPSing, I always see myself as a ranged player DPSing anyways, so I'll have a ranged loadout for another video. But yeah, we'll probably have to just redo that because I just gotta get rid of those 2 to put those there. So I could have had Atomic Splitter. Ha 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 ha. Fat Daddy, you have to click on the link. You click on the link and it'll take you to the forums, and the forums tell you how to do it. Smoke Miami, does it seem like Celestial but has a tank? In a way, yes, because it has those Celestial field combos. That's exactly how it feels. I mean, honestly, with Atomic, it's Fire, Rage, and Celestial all rolled into one. You got Celestial combos, you have Fire self-healing, and you also have, well, actually, there's probably nothing in Rage. It's probably just more or less just Fire and Celestial put together. Probably with Rage, I could have sworn that tanking felt like Rage, but anyways. But yeah, you're working with the combo style and how Celestial is with the tap buttons. It's not as intricate as Celestial is, because Celestial, remember, those combos have like use the power, tap melee, hold range, tap range. It doesn't have those. These atomic combos are basically just tap melee or tap range. Just simplified a little better. Because especially as a tank, I don't want to have that kind of intricate stuff. Ain't just no way. No way. Um, but yeah, it's probably better for me to actually go and get that fixed, because just imagine, I guess, Atomic Splitter being there. Just imagine it. But yeah, it's but even as in melee range, it's not bad to have a range combo. Would I have been okay if there was a third atomic melee combo? Absolutely. I think range has maybe 4 of them. Let me look. So range has 1 and 2. Yeah, it has 2 and then 3. 3 range and then 2 melee options. That's basically it. I would have been happy if there was a third option, but with Thermochemical Explosion and Atom Splitter, you just make the best of what you got. So in a melee build, you'll have 2 melee atomic combos and then just 1 ranged combo, which, remember that range is vulnerable to interrupt and the melee are vulnerable to block. Just keep that in the mind. So with this rotation, blast. I mean, it sucks because you have to have the aura off to really get the full benefit of everything, but when the aura is off of cooldown or Atom Splitter's off cooldown, it works. Yeah, I mean, you're still losing, you are losing power. Let me actually, I can't queue into anything by myself because I don't have anything at that. Ooh, yeah, I do. Let's go. Let's go to Oa. Now again, just remember that this loadout here for a melee is lacking because of the fact that I don't have Atom Splitter, because I foobarred my build. I foobarred it. I don't know why I went. I guess I went for Neutrino Blast because as a tank I always have it.
Enemy forces in the vicinity.
I don't know. That was just really stupid of me. So let's go to an at-level solo area because I'm me, and I want to group with anybody at this point. Hey, Griffo, what's going on? Oh, you're losing interest of the power. You had a problem keeping your power up, so you started losing interest.
This is Hal Jordan.
I want to hear you, Hal. Also remember, Jareth, that this is test server, so there might be a bug with the aura, there might be a bug with the power return. These are all things that if you're having issues with it, you need to make sure to report it onto the forums. The only way to get your power return is if you have to have the aura on. So you either do the long version or the short version, which I'm probably going to be using the short version so I can get the aura and see how the power return goes. Hurry up, Batman. Let's do this. Alright, so let's see how this goes. Even though, I mean, I got 2 ranged abilities, I'm pretty sure I'm going to get blocked all the time. So let's do this. Really? I hate targeting that thing. I just do. Alright, I don't want to start up just yet. I want to start up a little better. Okay, let's do this. Aha! Well, that screwed me up. I mean, I'm seeing power return. I'm looking at my power bar. It's returning pretty easily. I'm not seeing an issue with power, Bubba. Haha. I'll probably use my aura this time. Yep, there it is. So I'll just use the long version. Oh. Whew. Ow. Alright. I saw my Geiger beam hit. I just want to see how hard he hit. So I got my parser. Oh my god, there it is right there. Geiger beam critted for the 60k. Alright, and I think I have my aura on, so maybe it's just... I have to pay attention to that. I think I had my aura on when I did that crit. Let's do this. Oh wow, that was tough. Ah! Yeah, I'll lose the aura. If I could stop targeting those barrels, that would be fantastic. Now, I'm keeping the aura on because I want the power back. You don't have to have the power back. So what I'm actually messing up doing is not including Geiger Blast into my loadout. But also remember this. In DPS spec, when you have your aura on, you'll do extra damage. So, in DPS-wise, if you're using your atomic combos, you want the aura on because you get your power return, and you will also do increased damage. The Geiger Blast and Geiger Beam are kind of just dump everything and just get this big, and dump everything, start fresh. You also do some damage, and then build up a rotation to do Geiger Blast or Geiger Beam.
It's no use. We need help. You have to find a member of the Indigo tribe and bring them here.
I'm going. So I'm gonna try and do a rotation of using my combo for a little bit. Use Geiger Blast to dump it, build up pressure, and then use Geiger Blast and Geiger Beam again. Possibly through that whole rotation, he should be below 35%, and I can use Geiger Beam to kind of crit, to kind of get that execute going.
If the black has reached Oa, we're going to need help from the others.
So let's find some blacks. You know what? That doesn't roll off the tongue as well as I thought. I don't want to say that ever again. Never again. I can see why they never say that in the comic. Let's never use that phrase again. Yes, I already have the character prepared to... I already have the name saved, really. Let me also say this as well. For the long version, to get the aura, you don't have to have all 3 abilities. I mean, I just used the 2 range abilities by itself, and so you remember, you just go power A, power B, back to power A. In that 3rd time, you'll get it. You'll get the aura. Oh, finally a dead green.
Thanks for the backup.
Someone dead over here. Yay. Oh, come on. I just got here. Screw it. Blasting everything. Just Tassa. Finally, there's one.
You help me, I help you.
Alright. Is there someone did die over there? I just need... Oh, there's one dead. Good. Bam! There's my microphone. Alright.
For the
Just need
core.
2 more and I can move on. Nope, not dead. Apparently they're somewhere down here. Oh, son of a gun.
I fear nothing.
Honestly, I'm not gonna say Atomic's gonna get nerfed. I think it would be better for me to say it will get fixed. Because, I mean, the power is kind of... there might be some parts that are just overwhelming, but we have the testers who are doing the mid-range testing and everything. Those guys are already reporting findings, and they're doing a bang-up job better than I ever could. So I'm going to trust their information and their feedback for stuff to get fixed. Now, let me also say that there's no tell for when you get molecule charges. There's nothing visually there, and it frustrates me. So if you're trying to time yourself, it's like, oh,
Thanks
I got
for
like
the
such,
backup.
like the molecule charges stay for such and such seconds. It doesn't. It's basically, because let me show you here. So I'll do my thermal, then charge, and then do more aura. It needs to be like either you need to clip APA with those combos, or you just need to do it directly after. Directly after. Yay, a dead body.
You help me, I help you.
I mean, the more time that you have with the power, Jareth, the better you'll get at knowing everything about it. But at the same
Thanks
time,
to you, they are able to spare
you won't really
reinforcements.
know what's
Speak with
really
me again when
fixed
you're
about
ready,
it.
and I'll teleport us.
Because you could really just go in and just say, it could be like 3 months until it's quote-unquote fixed. But at launch, it could be fixed to developer standpoints, or there might be a different time frame. It's really hard to determine what's been fixed and what's not. At launch, I do expect Atomic to have some issues, because the stuff that gets fixed on test may or may not transcribe well to live, and so something might happen on the live servers like, well, it was fixed on test before it went to live, but it came back, and so it just may take a little bit of time to get everything hotfixed. It's really hard to determine. It's like, well, I'll wait for that power to be fixed before I get it. It's really difficult to determine.
We must make
when
haste.
it
Once
will get
I've borrowed
fixed.
energy
It's
from the
really
other
hard.
emotions, you and I will need to get to the central power battery.
The best thing to do is, and again, it's definitely your choice. For me, I'm legendary, so I'm already going to get the power. I'm already going to play it. And the more that I play it, the more I know if it's right or if it's wrong, and I can get feedback and go back and forth with developers and just like, hey, this thermal chemical explosion, it feels like it's not doing enough damage, or not even enough damage. It feels like it's not splitting correctly after 2 or after 4. It's not splitting right. At that point, that requires a lot of theory crafting, and I'm not good with math. I'm just not. I know where I am, and that's not where I need to be. And I know he's gonna get up, aren't you? You're gonna get up? Okay, good. I was expecting that ad to get up. Come on, you go. Or is gone. I mean, I'm definitely not going to tell you to go out there and get a power that you may not play or may not like. What's wrong with it? Definitely not. But it is definitely hard to figure out when it is fixed. Oh, you're dead.
Knock, lock.
Whoa, where did these guys come from? Alright, Hal, I got you.
We are here to help.
I just feel that it was coming. Ah! Screw it.
Yeah.
I'm basically just spamming Geiger Blast now. Oh my god! Well, it worked, but jeez. I need to look and see how much damage Geiger Blast did to Hal, because it took out like a chunk of his health. Just wrecked it. Now again, that right there. Like, I couldn't keep my aura up because I was getting countered. So, just because you can keep the combos going and everything does not mean that it's going to work. You will get countered. You will get caged. Shit's just going to happen. It just will. Geiger Blast. Thermal Explosion. Geiger Blast. Critted for 73,000 damage. Thank you, Geiger Blast. Thank you. Alright, so let's head back up and try this again. Now I want to stress again that I am missing another melee-centric, a melee combo, a melee atomic combo, so that might be the defining factor that I'm kind of mixing this a bit. But at the same time, I'm always bringing out my sidekick.
You will be forgiven.
Oh, apparently the combos will actually do stuff. Huh.
You will find regret.
Oh, there it is, okay. Let's just do this. Giant beams from the gods. Saw this. That worked. Thank you, Audible
Nook.
Strike.
Who's there? Oh man, you hit harder than Kilowatt.
Welcome back,
Lasers
Hal
from the
Jordan.
gods, Hal.
I will
Lasers from
attempt
the
to
gods.
cleanse the battery. However, I said
But the atomic combos worked a bit. It's the atomic combos did work. Once I got the aura up, I was able to keep everything going. The site, my backup trinket, my 3 backup guys, they had they kept Hal over there so long enough where I could stay a little bit of range while I was using my ranged atomic combos. And once he got up close, I switched to using my melee atomic combo. And then yeah, I just kind of like spammed Geiger Blast, which did not help my power. So I didn't have my aura on because I switched to focusing on using Geiger Blast. Then yeah, I just basically just had to keep using my build up my nuclear pressure, and then boom, use Geiger Blast to get the big crit. I'm not even sure, it didn't do a lot of damage I saw, so let me scroll up and see if I can find it. That's the hazmat. Where's Trex? Where's Trex? Because I didn't see. That's the neutron bomb. Looking for thermochemical explosion. Oh, Geiger Blast. There it is. Yeah, Geiger Blast only hit for 18,000. So it definitely did not crit. Definitely did not crit. And like I said, I am not the best DPS. So I basically give you an example of the loadout that I'm looking at doing, and may do another video or may switch it up a bit. I am going to add my other melee combo. That's exactly what I'm missing. So maybe that will help out a little bit. But in my loadout, let me actually back out of that. But in my loadout, I have multiple ways I'm doing damage. I have my 3 combos, so I can keep the combos going, and so I can keep my aura on. I have the shortcut to get my aura, so as long as I have my aura, I get power return and all my attacks do increased damage. And then I have Geiger Blast and Geiger Beam as basically my dump power to dump all my pressures, all my charges to start fresh, and then I can build up to using Geiger Blast or Geiger Beam, and Geiger Beam's there as my execute as well. Probably should have tried to focus it where I could have used it, but once you're out of that aura and you don't have a controller, you're kind of SOL when it comes to power, because you are going to be a little power hungry, but your power return relies on that aura, just like Gadgets relies on battle awareness. So there you go. So, any questions on DPS? don't know if 18K is good. I don't know. I also wasn't sure if it was that 18K happened because I didn't have... I think the 18K happened because I didn't have my aura. So Geiger Blast and Geiger Beam will not do the amplified damage if you have your aura on. It will get rid of it, sure, but you have to drop that aura completely. So, let me see if I can get Cypher real fast. Okay, so that's the information I have for DPS. No Sparrow. I am not modded. The only mods I have are my white mods, or my home turf mods. Those are the only mods I have on me. I didn't. Yeah. There's my gear. I was looking for that box. That's the reward box. Yeah, the test server. The 137 CR gearbox doesn't have mods, and I mean it's the same mods as this one, I'm pretty sure. But no, I didn't spec myself with any mods just yet. So all that stuff is no mods except for the home turf.